thinking, ooh, I really need a wage rise. That's not happening. We do wage reviews every 6 months to offset issues like a recession, cost of living crisis. And I'm glad to say that in my one-to-ones with my team members, not one person has been able to say, no, they're struggling with bills or anything like that, because they earn well, but they do a great job as well and they deserve it. So these are the things that you have to really consider. So it's having an impact and you should make a stand. So those people that do, going back to the energy price, that do not pay and it's in the millions, fair play to you. I hope you do. I'll be interested to see the actual social clout and the feedback that gets. Not that I'm advocating that people don't pay the bills. I better say that on record right now. But I'm saying if they do that, fair play to you at the end of the day. But it's not all doom and gloom. What happens in a recession, what it also means for your business is inflation rates drop. They will drop in a recession. Right now, the inflation rate's going up. It will drop, but borrowing rates will also go down because it comes down to affordability than anything else, which means the biggest opportunity in a recession for your business is it allows you to reinvent yourself as a business. The only example I can give close to that is we didn't have a recession after the lockdown in the pandemic, but it was a recession style economy. And what we did, and most people might not know this, up until December 2019, we were a full service agency. We did website design, creative design, and graphics. We did website design and build, video production, animation. We did it all. We reinvented ourselves after lockdown. After lockdown, I realized, you know what? I'm contracting and subcontracting all this stuff out. It's a hassle. I don't make much margin of it. It cost me more time and effort to do it. So I reinvented not reinvented, but I focused on the elements that helped me reduce cost, make better use of my time, improve profitability and cost by focusing on the 6 services we were really good at, which was strategy, PPC, SEO, paid social, video and display, and analytics. That's it, 6 services. Focus on 6 services that we had the right skill set in to build and grow. And there was an actual need for those services going out from the pandemic as businesses went digital, which is why 2021, we saw an increase in revenue by 300%. And this year we should double at the end of the year. And it's not been easy. It's been really, really hard. And we're not immune like any other business. There has been a slowdown in the digital sphere and there's a slowdown in performance, specifically in e-commerce, but we reinvented ourselves. New website, updated the branding slightly. The website now ranks on page 1 for a number of SEO terms, that we do. Built our brand out, launched the podcast. We were on season 3. Took the bite-size events digital, etc. Really innovative latest news in the blog and elements. Really, really focused on being a specialist as a digital media agency. And then we became award-winning in 2021 for the work that we did, and now in 2022. And fingers crossed we get the hat trick in 2023. But that's what I mean. It's an opportunity to allow you to reinvent yourself, streamline processes. Now, a lot of the work I'm working on right now for Bubble is improving our internal elements. I'm not going to share them on the podcast because a lot of this I'm going to IP and I'm going to make trademark, because what I'm doing now and the systems and processes I'm going to create is going to streamline our process for our clients in terms of our optimizations for clients, but also bring it all in-house and have more control over it. And because it's a new product, I know I can benefit from R&D tax credits come end of the year as a result of it, so offset the cost of it. So this is what I mean. It's time for you to reinvent, look at other ways to make money, to invest into things, to get that money back from government updates and benefits you have. So yes, a recession for businesses is not a good thing, but there's also a lot of opportunities. You need to really focus on what you specialize in as a business. If this is an area which is your cash cow and you're making good revenue on from, don't really invest too much on in elements where you don't get much business from and you're not likely to get much business from over the next couple of years. Remember, the recession is not going to last forever. It's a momentary element. But the biggest thing I always find is those people that invest and reinvent themselves and continue to invest and innovate and look at new ways and take a positive outlook at the recession always end up coming out stronger. There's a famous quote: the person who walks into the storm doesn't come out the same on the other end. The recession is the storm. You're going to go into it. It's going to change you. You've got to adapt. You've got to understand what's going on, and you're going to come out of that storm maybe a slightly different business, but evolved better business that can weather elements like a recession. So a lot of things covered on there, some personal, I'd call it therapy where I've let it off. Sorry if you're listening on Spotify and you had to listen to that. But hopefully you got some advice and value with that. The next episode is really, really important because I want to split into two. This episode, like I said, is what does a recession mean for your business? What does it mean for everyone? The next one is actually marketing during a recession. So I'm going to very hone down on the topic of marketing in a recession for episode 40, which will launch next week, Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. As always, thank you for listening. Don't forget to like, follow, subscribe. Use the hashtag Mr. Bubble or Ask Bubble if you've got questions, and we're picking up on some of those questions that have come through in the upcoming episodes. Thank you very much.